like you are here for a reason. And in that moment, I was completely quiet and in peace. And just one thought was in my head, that I could help much more people. That's it. And I didn't have any other thoughts. I was just looking on that window and thinking, I could help so many people, like how I've been living. And when you're going through all this different work, different places, different situations, different feelings, good and bad times, whatever, how you call them, can you just step back and think what I'm doing here and for what?
Welcome to the Montclair podcast. Today we have Nadia Warshavskaya. I hope I said that right. Nadia, if you listen to the podcast, I hope you excuse me if I butchered your name. Nadia has been in the yachting industry for about 15 years, she mentioned. She's launched a company called Spinnaker Bureau, where she does marketing for yachting companies and super yachts. She's also a charter broker. So she's working around a lot of events. She's really passionate. She's really down to earth. She's a very spiritual person, and there's a lot to learn about Nadia. And I hope you enjoy this episode with Nadia. Let's go, Nadia. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me, Chris.
No problem. It's a pleasure. Nadia, can you just briefly introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do, where you're based?
Yes, I'm based right now in Florida, in US, in Fort Lauderdale, capital city of yachting here.
Yep.
And I'm from Ukraine originally, and I'm in the yachting industry from 2013. I joined it as just organizer of some kind of travels, like group travels, corporatives, regattas, and retreats as well. And I had my own agency until I moved to United States.
Okay. What agency are you talking about? Are you referring to? What kind of agency was it?
That like travel agency. I've been organizing the group tours on the yachts worldwide, and also I can tell that I've been like a charter broker from 2013 as well, while I've been doing this. And right now I can say that I'm a digital creator and doing very well. I'm doing a lot of marketing work for big and small companies and brands. And I'm enjoying what I do because all my clients from 2013 been from social media.
Okay, amazing.
Yes.
You mentioned that you were you still are probably a charter broker. How is that going?
I am charter broker.
Yeah.
Worker.
How is it going? Because I've heard a lot of a lot of people are telling me that it's a really hard, really difficult industry.
It's really easy when you like to do it, when you like to be some kind of adventure person. And it's great because for me, I love to create experiences and deliver the best personalized experiences to the people. So being a charter broker, I think it was just made it for me. And it's a good to combine being like in front of camera, do social media, and monetize all of that through charters, because it's the best way to be and stay like in professional line, and as well make a good money.
Yeah, of course. So what kind of event are you organizing? Is it like I suppose, and maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is there like a yacht that is looking at promoting themselves? So they are maybe in the Bahamas, maybe in Florida, and you create an event so you can invite other brokers so they can, or is it more like potential guests?
I can talk about that a lot because it started like just kind of group events for the people who wanted this personalized tours on the yachts. It's
Mm-hmm.
mean like I was choosing the best and the most unique places in the world. I explore all Europe, Asia, Bahamas, Caribbean. While I've been doing this, and yeah, more than 50 countries in many places again and again, because I've been founding the best, the most unique bays, restaurants and different things. And it always was connected to the sailing, because I'm a sailor in my soul. And like it was catamarans and yachts, but after COVID, in 2021, I went to Monaco um, boat show, and I decided. I remember actually how I've been recording camera, and I just came there from the Greece. On Mykonos, I was organizing retreats. So when I'm saying retreats and group tours, it was little bit difficult, because I was not just delivering experience as like destinations, yeah, or some kind of interesting connected things like a music festival or something like that. When I've been organizing retreats, it was about bringing some kind of um, very meaningful things to the yachts. For example, I brought a business coach and Kundalini teacher together.
Mm-hmm.
And
What is Kundalini?
Kundalini, it's a kind of one of kind of yoga practices. It's all about like energy work, breath work, and it's just
It's all in one.
yeah, it's something spiritual. So I've been
Mm-hmm.
combining business and spirituality, because I see that it works very well together when it's in balance. And I'm always about balance. Like if you want to be a spiritual, it doesn't mean that you have to go next to the tree and sitting over there and meditate all day as well. Like you can be a spiritual and show that and approve that through the things what you're doing in this world for the people. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, business is kind of good things what we can do, because we can give so many jobs, so many new opportunities, so many instruments for people to realize their potential. So I just like trying to uncover that through spiritual practices and put that in a materialistic
Yeah.
world through business. So that kind of retreats I've been organizing. So from there, from Mykonos, when I was having that retreat, I went straight to Monaco boat show, and I recorded myself, and I said, oh, maybe one day I will be doing this on the big yachts, and I will be a charter broker of super yachts. And I just recorded, and the same day I've been invited on dinner on yacht boat, and
Yeah.
it just happened. And after this day, in 8 months, I already been working on super yachts as a charter broker, charter manager, and being involved to super yacht industry like completely. Yeah, I've been here in the United States in that moment because of a situation in world, and
Mm-hmm.
just started from scratch with all my previous experience in the with motor yachts and super yachts industry. That's it.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. To get back onto the event that you have organized, where's the best place that you have organized an event at? What's the most, I don't know, the one that you prefer the most out of all these places?
They're all unique for me, so I don't have some kind of preferences. It depends of the situation. Like I'm always going with my intuition and with the feeling. For example, I feel right now that this group, what coming together, they need to be in Greece,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have to be around like big some kind of places. I will just put them to Antipaxis and Paxis for 1 week. That's it. So in different situation, I will do something very fancy, like for example, Capri, Amalfi Coast. It's never boring, and it's always bringing some good vibes, for the people who, for example, actresses or some kind of very famous people. Yeah, the best of that I've been delivering a lot of experience to very famous people, but I cannot say names and I cannot tell nothing about them. But they've been surprised me a lot. Sometimes they've just been asking, "Oh yeah, we wanted this amazing itinerary. Can you give for us some kind of example?" And I created, and there was like a lot of fancy restaurants. And after um, day 4, and they're
Yeah.
still on the boat, and they even didn't see a land at all. They're just being around like wild places, and they even already water finished. If we're talking about sailing at around, there's kind of
Yeah.
limit on
Yeah.
that, and it was funny. Yeah. So, and right now here in United States, I was just doing this through different like through different way, because it's already more about you have a crew, you have a like captain. When you're working in the sailing with sailing catamarans and yachts, it's like much smaller sizes. You're
Yeah.
doing
It's a
the
different
same
level.
job, you're really doing the same job, like time it's the same. But right now you have this amazing 5, 4, 5, 9, 12, 16 people on board who like working with you, and you're already more focused on something much high and things, and like private jets, like yeah, like oh my god, they want a diver instructor, they want this that, and I'm still organizing kind of experience, but in different
At a
level.
different level, on a much higher
Mhm.
level, with sometimes no budget or
Yeah,
a large budget.
not too much people really understand how it's takes much time for the yacht charter broker to organize all of that, and that we're not sleeping at all while we having these charters. We like waking up with the crew and going sleep with the crew, because any second captain can ask something, client can call to you, and you just have this feeling that you need to make sure that everything fine, because weather can change, like
Yeah.
so many crazy stories happen to me in with each charter. It's really interesting, but
Yeah.
it
It's
drives
always.
me, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds super interesting. And like you said, like it's a step up now doing, doing the same work on larger yachts
Hmm.
with maybe, more people, maybe bigger clients. It's, yeah, it sounds awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing now, Nadia? You have a couple of businesses that you're running. Can you tell us about it?
No, actually, I have only one business right now. What I'm focusing on more than or in the same um, with the same attention as like with my current job being a charter broker.
Hmm.
It's my marketing bureau that I just launched, and yeah, we have a really huge media platform in social media, and we will be growing with. Podcasts, with YouTube show. Maybe we will go. I will not be telling right now about all plans, but I'm going to make really the best marketing bureau with personalized services in the industry. Because what I understood, there is so many, and they are doing almost the same,
Yeah.
and they have like packages and not too much really good experienced people who being in the same time in the yachting and in marketing. And I with my old friend from my city, actually his name is Stefan, we just found each other in the right moment when we've been thinking about the same thing, and we have the same vision. We even creating the same passwords for last 10 years. We figure out that we've been laughing a lot, and we're going to do really interesting things. And the same, like me, he have a lot of experiences with creating a lot of cool content, and he also right now in Germany working with a lot of famous people. He making a lot of great podcasts. So we just like, I think we will be doing very
Yeah.
well.
The company is called Spinnaker Bureau, or is it
Yeah.
Spinnaker Bureau, right?
So we are a Spinnaker Bureau, and our media platforms, it's a Spinnaker magazine.
Okay. And this will be, or this is a marketing agency specialized in yachting, right? Super yachts only?
Yeah, it will be very boutique, customized. Yeah, in just in yachting.
Yeah. Okay. I understand.
It's not
Um,
will be, it is already. Like, for example, here was a Miami boat show, and I was only one who been invited to the yacht boat to create like that. Lots of content, and but it was still made it in my way how I like to do. It was very professional, made it with lots of interview with the crew. So you will see, I will post like very very soon in a couple of days. So please welcome everyone to see what I'm doing.
yeah, of course, of course. And at the end of the, once we've done the recording, I will of course put all the show notes with all the links for your social media and all your company. So don't worry, we'll promote that as well.
Thank you, because really I want to put attention on that I know, and I'm very confident in what I'm doing. I can recognize the potential of each person with who I'm talking, and as well, I can see why that brand build it in that way, or why that yacht been designed in this way. And it's not that I have lots of connection and I'm talking to everyone and I have all this knowledge. It's just like I have this kind of intuition. So when I'm presenting something or when I'm partnering with as a Spinnaker Bureau with someone, I don't want you to make you someone else who you not are. I just wanted to take that deep part of you where it's all started as an idea and as a direction, what you want to show really to the world or what you have to show, and I just know how to present this in the best way to be recognized and to be successful.
Yeah. What's the best platform you think for this type of marketing? Are you
Of
doing all platforms, all social media, or is it mostly video? I
I
mean, you
I
mentioned the podcast as well, but that's
I really focus it on Instagram, but there is a lot of potential in TikTok that people who right now in TikTok in 10 years will be our clients.
yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yes, YouTube, it's a great. So it's all different, depends of the content. Like podcasts and shows, YouTube for sure. Instagram, for me, Instagram becoming more professional tool as well. For example, I'm very happy with that content what I have on my page because I know that, for example, right now I have 12,000 viewers. Yeah, Spinnaker magazine has 185,000. So, but Spinnaker, it's for people who wanna, enjoy the content, see some cool things, be inspired. My page, it's a brand. It's for the people who in the yachting industry, all CEO, all founders, all brokers over there, because they know that on my page always will be the most some kind of interesting content. They will know something new. They will learn something new. They will see new delivered boats. They will meet new kind of designers. And of course, cherry on top, it's my passion. It's everything about food. So here
Yeah.
you are. and all my content with the chefs, bringing people together as well.
Yeah, this is what chefs do, and I suppose this is what you do as well.
Hmm.
Absolutely. So, what's your favorite things about yachts? Is it the
Freedom.
fact that they have no attach and they can go anywhere in the world, or is it more the comfort of the service that you can get on? Or
No, for me, yachts always being a tool of. It was always been for me spiritual tool for my own growth. Like for example, today I can just realize that there's some kind of part what been missed inside me. Like for example, I've been not so communicative before I joined the industry, or I had some kind of fears what I don't have right now, because in that time and moment on that yacht it just disappeared, or I
yeah,
didn't know how to deal with this conflict. So it's really good instrument for the growth. Like when you're around people, when you have lots of things what you're not expecting that they will happen, for example, like you can lose your anchor. I'm telling mostly about sailing right now. Or there is kind of, or one day, like seriously, I've been sailing from on Azores, and I was thinking that I'm in Bermuda Triangle because it was already 18 hours in the sea. I'm sorry, I'm not experienced sailor, and I'm not like captain, who crossed lots of oceans, transatlantic,
yeah,
whatever. 18 hours in the sea, and I already understood how my mind playing with me, and I saw that like, oh my god, after 18 hours, and display showing to me that island it's over here, like
yeah,
it's already here, like it should be in 3 miles, so it should be visible, and I don't see it. And my head was like, oh my god, okay, I will be sailing here all my life, like what's going on. It was so interesting how mind was playing with me. After that, I read it so much books about how mind works.
yeah.
It brought to me so much like benefits in each way. And yeah, I went through so many like retreats and kind of master classes. Uh,
You went on a silent retreat as well, right? What was it? Was it a 9 days
uh,
silent retreat?
yes, I've been on many. This is
Yeah.
the last one what I did. It was this 10 days of silence and no communication with the people, and 10 hours meditation per day, and
It's
very
interesting
limited
because
food.
it's interesting, Nadia, because you said that yachting helped you communicate better with people, and maybe that's why you put yourself in front of the camera to force yourself to communicate. But at the same time, you did a retreat where you spent days without communicating.
Yeah, I have this. I'm very connected person, um, but sometimes, like everyone, I need just reconnect with myself, like
Reset.
through me.
Yeah. And how was the retreat then? Would you do it again?
Yes, I will do that again. I don't know if with the same organization, but probably I will. Yeah, I will join that experience again. And the most craziest thing that all my best friends doing the same what I'm do. So I don't have a choice.
Okay. Maybe you surround yourself with people that are similar, or maybe you inspire the people around you.
I like all we do, like somebody inspiring me, and I can inspire someone else. So this is how it's work, circles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
With
Absolutely.
with yachting, it's a real tool for the people. For me, it's always was not about like just pleasure and good times. Yeah, it is. But if it's something what I really enjoy, no, I see more deeply, and I just saw so many changes which yachting brought to the people. How yachting changed lives. and it's
Yeah.
just incredible. I have many stories. I need to write a book about that. It was yeah, it was something. It is.
What about writing a book? You mentioned that on the form that I shared with you before we did the interview. We started the interview. You said you wanted to write a book.
Yeah, I actually started, and it's been a journey because it's kind of 10 years of my it's 10 years of my life. I've been going through a lot of things with my health, and I've been going through a lot of different um, adventures, and I think it will be interesting. Yeah, I really had interesting experience. So this is why I enjoy so much what I'm doing every day, and this is why you will see all the time smile on my face, because I just know the worth of life and each moment. I know how it's important just feel life around you, and how it's great just to be alive.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So tell me about cooking.
Cooking. I can do the best pasta with shrimps in the world, for sure.
Okay. Are you passionate about cooking?
Yes, and in very healthiest way. So I don't eat like anything what usually people sometimes eating, and I'm very
Like
picky
what?
with the
Like what?
food.
Because people eat different things, and people
Like for
think,
example, burgers. I cannot like if you will bring to me burger, I will eat probably just a cucumber from there, and if it will be a salmon, how to say burger, yeah. Um,
"Oh, I'm
what
not
is
sure."
inside? So that probably I will eat, but that bread, no. Especially here in the United States. I can talk a
Yeah,
lot
I mean, yeah,
about products here, you know.
yeah,
I'm European. I will tell right now everything what I think.
yeah,
It's been a challenge to be here and not be able to go to Europe to pick up some kind of normal products.
yeah.
And
I'm sure.
listen, I'm a farm girl. I know what means good food, for sure. So in that case, while I've been traveling a lot and going to different places and countries, and also because I was living a lot on the yachts, I my stomach just cannot eat everything from the restaurant every day. So I just started to cook, and I was doing this a lot all my life. From 14 years old, how I loved my house, family house. So in that case, it was just something what I'm passionate about. And if we're talking about yachting, always, if you want to be in the yachting industry and you want to do social media content, you should do highlight the things what you really, 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 really like. So when I'm coming to the boats, of course, first who I want to talk with, it's a chef. So this is why I'm all the time on the galley. You know, I already know all difference between galley on this yacht, on this size of boat, and I just like to chat with them about like where they've been before, what they like to cook, and I like all the recipes what they're giving to me.
Yeah, and the chefs on boats, on yachts, are usually very good. They can do a whole range of food.
Listen, these guys, they're just incredible because to deliver to the all these guests so many different experiences. They have been traveling a lot to learn when they have been learning all these different cuisines. There have been experiences, most of them, uh, like some kind of time and work in the big restaurants. They know how to manage people. They know how to manage all this groceries, shopping, and everything else. Just to buy for 20 people, yeah, for example, regular thing, 8 crew and 10 guests. So 18, 12, 20 people. To cook each day 3, 6 times per day for all these 20 people, You need to have a lot of imagination and a lot of knowledge, a lot of experiences, and the most important, very good state of your mind and
And a lot of
emotional
energy.
system. Of course, energy, yeah. And of course, energy. And if we're talking about charters, yeah, so they're like from 6 a.m. until 12 p.m. 12 a.m. they're staying over there in the galley. And for me, it's one of the most incredibly like things what I saw. Of course, all jobs important, captain, crew, everyone. I'm just passionate about chess, so this is why I'm talking about them more.
Yeah. Nadia, I'm just wondering why the US? Because you said you went to Monaco and you were kind of manifesting becoming a yacht broker and being on a yacht, and then it just happened. But why did you go to the US?
Yeah, in Monaco, I manifested be a charter broker of super yachts.
Yeah. There is a
and
lot of super yachts in Monaco.
and I left Ukraine in December 2021 for 2 months. I went to Peru. I was learning about herbs and plant medicine, and it's kind of different my hobby.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
And I just stayed there. That's it. And after I one day, it'd been already 5 months after it, and I already realized that almost all my contracts and my clients on hold because they're mostly been from Ukraine and Russia.
Hmm.
And I was thinking, okay, so I need to decide what to do next and what I will be doing. And in that moment, I just realized whatever I'm going, I can do anything because I have my hands, I have my legs, I have my brain, and I have my confidence in me that I can do whatever I want. For me, everything possible, all doors open. So I was thinking probably I maybe discover some new things, what I will be doing in my life. And one day, just being over there in Amazonian jungle, and I had really good feeling that I know where I'm going next. And it was, I'm going to LA, have surfing for 1 month.
Sounds good.
So I went, and I was living right in Marina del Rey. And there was a lot of yachts. It's the biggest marina over there. So I decided, okay, I will go right now. What I know all about yachting. Maybe I will try to use that knowledge. So I went through all these offices and boats, and I just realized that one of owner of 3 yachts, he told me like, "Do you want to work with my yachts?" I'm like, "Let me try." So after just like step by step, and I'm still here. What I'm doing here, I don't know, but if I'm doing good, I'm doing
No,
very
it's not. It's
good.
not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just that I'm wondering. You could be anywhere in the world. You could be, like I said, south of France. Obviously, in the winter, it's a lot more quiet.
Maybe
You could be
tomorrow
in the
I will be
Bahamas.
there, but right now I'm here. There is no like a strategic or something behind that. There is just a strong believing that if I'm here, it's just like it
It's for a
should be.
reason. Yeah.
Yes, and I really strongly believe in God, and I'm just following His way. Where He will put me, I will be there. I I'm totally open to be tomorrow in Europe or in Asia. I don't know. It's all His decisions.
You spoke about your confidence, Nadia. Where do you think your confidence are coming from?
Coming from interesting childhood, very supportive family, strong believing in God, and lots of experience. Like good as like no, I don't want to say good, just experiences.
Balance experiences, maybe.
I just wanted to mention that, like, we don't have a good or bad. It's just was experience. That's it.
Yeah. All right, Nadia. Talk about your hobby, the plants.
Yeah.
Is it medicine? Is it a passion? Is it
It started very naturally. My parents, they've been plant harvest lots of herbs and export them to the Europe from Ukraine. But in that moment, it was USSR. And so I've been just growing with all these boxes of chamomile and mint and all different plants. So after it, while I've been raising on the farm, I know how to use just natural and organic products. And I don't remember that I was in hospital until 16 years old, where I went to study in a city. And I don't know what I've been buying over there in grocery store, but I just went to the hospital right away. So, and after just something happened, and I don't know what I've been going through. Looks like from that time of my life, I went through a lot of transformation, as like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, yeah, in different ways. And I started feel a lot of physical problems. I had really bad things going with me. I was 43 kilo, and doctors told me that I will die any day. And it was going like a lot of years. And I've been just dealing day by day with the knowledge that I can die tomorrow or right now. So I've been just more appreciative about every moment. And one day, while I've been exploring the world, talking to the best doctors in Germany and here and there, and learning a lot about Ayurveda and Peruvian plants, and I've been living in India and Thailand. I was looking for the best guru and everything what can help me, because I decided just one thing very clearly. I'm not going to use any hormones, any pharmacy. I'm not going to spend any day in these hospitals anymore. I just threw away everything what they told me and gave it to me. And I said, I will find a way how to heal myself. And it was a journey about like 10 years. And now, actually, a couple months ago, doctors told me that I'm completely, totally healthy, like
That's awesome.
100%. And it was something what made me very, very happy, because I've been crying, like I was dealing with so many things. And finally, just to be healthy, what a gift.
Maybe this is where your confidence are coming from now.
Yeah, because I'm scared to die. That's the most interesting. I had a car accident. I had emergency landing. It's not what will be like, scare me in this world. I just want to discover, while I've been sick, what going on, what I have to do.
Did you discover that?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yes, I did. And when I had that emergency landing, you know what kind of what I had? Like,
Can you explain emergency landing? What do you mean?
so plane in the smoke, we have this engine in the fire, and we going to
So you
make
were on a flight. There was an engine that was on fire, and there was smoke inside the cabin.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's just one of accident what happened to me, as a reminder that,
Yeah.
Nadia, come back to your mission. Like, you're here for a reason. And in that moment, I was completely quiet and in peace. And just one thought was in my head, that I could help much more people. That's it. And I didn't have any other thoughts. I was just looking on that window and thinking, I could help so many people, like how I've been living. And yeah, when you're going through all these different work, different places, different situation, different feelings, good and bad times, whatever, how you call them. Can you just step back and think what I'm doing here and for what? And what really I can do better for God, you know? Because there is, for me, I found this more helpful for me to just bring that confidence as well, and for me just to have my place. So I'm not dealing with that, oh my God, why I'm not doing that, why I'm in the yachting industry, why I'm, like you can always doubt if I'm doing something right, or I have to live on Hawaii right now, or oh my God, there is so many things what can going
So many
here.
options.
Yes, so many options. Just have that believing that you are here for a reason, and see the way what he's showing to you, what you can do better. And you can, the most interesting, I was thinking about that. I told you that I have this kind of passion to help more people, and I was thinking to build a retreat center, and maybe one day it will happen. But the most interesting, what I just recognized, even when I'm just talking to one person, even if I'm not talking to anyone, but I'm here in good mood, just breathing and have this harmony inside me, I help so much already for everyone, because we so much influence on each other, no matter what we're doing. It's just energy level. So through all these small videos, what you're doing right now, for the people who can watch and be inspired and see like, oh my God, this girl from the farm right now been living in every part of the world, been organizing something, and now she in Florida, what's she doing? Oh, she right now running this amazing marketing bureau for the big companies, and all this the best, I cannot say the name, but the best, believe me, the best company in yachting industry, and not only one, already invited me to work with them.
Yeah.
How I could do that? Just through this, all what I just said to you before.
Yeah. And your work and your intention, and where you go, where you put yourself, the people
Yeah.
you meet.
And the most important, never, 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 ever don't try to be jealous. Remember how unique you are. All planets came together in one moment, in the just only one unique, how to say it, how, like in only one unique places, yeah,
Yeah.
just for you to be born. That seed
Yeah,
of
for
light
sure.
came
For
through
sure.
your mom who been carrying you, your dad, and all these people.
It's a one in a million, one in a billion. I don't know.
Yeah, and all these people who just made it, your mom and your dad, to be there for you. That's so incredible. Like when I'm thinking about this, like how it's from micro to macro going, yeah, or from macro to micro, like how incredibly you are, how unique you are, how many talents you have, how many possibilities you have. That's just incredibly amazing. So being jealous of someone and sit at home or think that, oh, this person much better than me, you cannot imagine how good you are, and you just
Yeah.
cannot see that. So this is kind of part of what I said before, that this is kind of gift of mine. I can recognize that and I can see that in person. So for example, today I've been recording all morning and I saw a girl on the yacht. She is a crew. I'm sure she's amazing crew, but listen, she has such amazing voice. When she starts sing, she's smiling, and this light of her smile just everywhere. And I've been there for her just to remind her that you have incredible voice, and for you to keep the joy inside you, maybe you should just go to open mic. You don't
Yeah.
have to be already in the stage with all these thousands of people. Just go to open mic or just sing for yourself. So I just made her sing on my camera.
Yeah.
My God, how much love we had, how much joy we brought to that boat and to the whole crew and to us, to each other. That's incredible. This kind of things make me very inspired of every day, and this kind of things what I like to do the most, and this is why I like what I do.
Yeah. Do you think you're lucky?
No, I think that luck is a choice. You're making choices every day, and one choice just influence another choice and way how you see things. Like for example, like I said, don't be jealous. It's not bringing you nothing. And if we will talk about again energy level, we are all in kind of unity. So how can be jealous what is already mine or where I can see myself, you know? And I know not too much people want to see themselves in something very, very dark and not good, but it's just other way to see that, like, oh my God, if I really have this 100% harmony in myself, there is any things what I can work on it better. Maybe there is kind of compassion what I didn't discover yet, and to be just delivering that compassion to that people who doing right now not the right things, and see that they're doing this because of maybe some kind of mission, because maybe God sent them to do that things for you to become a better. It's kind of
Like a
present.
test.
Yeah.
Mm.
So this kind of things, it's not about luck, it's just about like to see things how they are, make a right choice. Right, I mean, what with a lot of compassion, love, and gratitude, and yeah, just stay in the right line.
Yeah. Nadia, you I've heard you want to launch your own chocolate brand.
Mhm.
Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I started my brand. I've been living in Peru for a long time, and I was learning a lot about cacao and tree, and I like all these things, greens, trees, plants,
Yeah,
flowers,
nature.
nature. So I found cacao very feminine, and I love it. I love chocolate. So was kind of
Is this a goal, or is this a project, or is this something you've started, or is this a dream?
so it started when was COVID. I made it my brand in Ukraine. I've been selling that through restaurants, and I already had agreements with the grocery stores. But I left to Peru to learn a little bit more and
Hmm.
come back with new machines from United States and everything else to my city, Odessa. But war started, and I couldn't and I just decided to stay here in United States. And after I was just dealing with kind of surviving some time, because I try to understand if US fit me or I have to improve something else. So I just put all my energy in yachting.
Yeah.
And I think one day when I will have more time, I will continue and I will be back to my brand.
Awesome.
It's called Hope, actually.
And what does your name means? You told me that Nadia
Same
means
thing.
hope.
Name of my chocolate brand is Hope. And my name Nadia means hope.
That's awesome.
We call in Ukrainian it will be Nadia,
Uh-huh.
and in Russian it will be Nadezhda. So all the same meaning, just all that Spanish Esperanza, little bit different name.
Yeah. Okay, so I look forward to try the chocolate. When do you think this is gonna come out?
I actually have everything ready for it, just don't have a time.
Yeah, yeah. You can't be in Florida, and maybe would you make it back home, or would you?
No, I think I can make it here in the United States. I think it's even have much more sense right now. Just because of launching that marketing bureau, I don't have right now much time. I have pretty interesting things and projects coming with my partners, and I will be right now focusing on marketing that things because believe me, I will be doing so good and that one day I can make not just a chocolate, I can make like whole um,
Can build a factory.
franchising of healthy restaurants if I want.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Then you can sell the chocolate there.
Yeah, and all these chefs who wanted to have their private restaurants from the yachts will be working with me.
Hey, why not?
This
Why not?
look how smart I am. I already looking
You already
for
have it all
right
figured out.
people. Yeah.
Uh, Nadia, you mentioned that you were checking if the USA was fitting you. Are
Mm-hmm.
you are you sure now?
I cannot say that I will be living here all my life. I don't know how it's all be going to happen because there is a lot of things what I'm going through right now, still with documents and yeah, and everything else. What I can tell about US that it's a really good place with a lots of opportunities because if you have this confidence, if you have your focus, if you have the right people who supporting you, and you are just not like agree for less, it can benefit you very well in different things, and the market is very different as well, people is different, so you just need to be more understand the under how to say understanding of this how it's
Understanding.
going, yeah,
Yeah,
and everything can work very well. So for that I will stay and try for sure.
yeah, yeah. It's a good place as well. Yachting is, the yachting market is quite big in Florida.
Oh,
Um,
I don't have to even think if I should go here and there. Everything coming to Fort Lauderdale.
yeah, it's true. It's true. A lot of boats are there. I
Hmm.
mean, yachts are also going. A lot of new places. They're going around the world a bit more, not just in the Med, not just in the US or in the Bahamas or the Caribbean, but
Yeah, but
also there's a lot of new boats every year. So you got to put them somewhere.
hmm,
And Florida is a good spot for before or after the winter season.
yeah, when they're crossing even Atlantic from Europe to Bahamas, most of the boats, yeah, they're still stopping by here in Fort Lauderdale. So I have all time and time just talk to them and see them. But it's not just about bots and not about shows, you know. Most of the time, my work it's my phone and my computer.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing. You can work from anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for digital world. Yeah, that it make this happen.
Thank you for COVID too, because it actually changed a lot of things. A lot of things are now happening online, and
No,
people didn't think it was possible, and
no.
now people are used to it. I mean, before COVID, you could barely send a link to someone to get a video call, and now everyone is like, yeah, of course it's a video call.
Oh yes.
I mean, it's not. It hasn't brought only good things. Also, like some other stuff associated with it. But Nadia, what's the one thing, if you could change something from the yachting industry? What's the one thing that you would like to change?
There is not just only one thing.
Okay, give me a list. Let's go. Top
You
10.
will. I can say to you that you will see because I'm going to. I'm building right now around myself a pretty strong community of these people who will make this happen.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, put aside the confidential stuff and the project and the ideas, just big picture, what is the few things that you think the yachting industry should look into or should change, maybe for the guests, maybe for the crew, maybe for the environment? I mean, there's a lot of things that people used to talk about and a lot of opinions.
So, guys, I want to promote that I will I will organize and I will build. I'm already working on it, my own podcast. So you will be see through each episode about all these problems in the yachting industry. You can put all this hate on me. I'm ready for it. Because I will be talking about real problems in each part of yachting. After all these years, after all these connections, and thanks God to the right people who ready to speak about it, we will
Hmm.
be talking about problems and how we're going to solve them. Not we, maybe how we can all think about it and solve them.
Amazing. That's actually a very good idea.
Thank you.
No, it is because you always have to have an angle when when you produce a podcast or when you produce a show. It's always better if you have an idea or an angle. And I think pressing on the button of the yachting industry, all the things that maybe people think or maybe people see, or and they don't really change. um,
I have a lot of cool ideas if you want to speak about it. Seriously, when I'm going to the boat, I never don't know what I will be doing. Do you think I'm really prepared and I have idea for the content and what will be going there and with who and which crew I will be doing interview and this and that? No, I don't have. I'm coming and feel the vibe, and after it's just coming. And it always works through the intuition
hmm
as well. Like, for example, with this podcast, I'm actually like have this idea already for a couple months. I just didn't have time to make this happen. I already recorded some episodes, and right now with Spinnaker magazine and International Yachting Radio, I think I will make this happen in the right way. But the most important that, for example, I had idea that I will make a show. And if you saw on my page on Instagram, I already made a couple episodes and some reels where I'm cooking with the yacht chefs. But I just didn't have so much time with all clients and charters and everything else
so
because
you're
my
also
idea
going to do a cooking show?
yeah, so my idea was to collaborate with Netflix and make that show happen.
Yeah.
And after one day, I see that one girl followed me, and she from South Africa, and she collaborated with Netflix and some kind of charter company, brokerage company, and they will be doing this show where chefs choosing the ingredients and cooking on the boat. So
Okay.
how do you think I felt in that moment? I was thinking,
You fell too late, maybe.
I felt that was my idea, but in the same moment, well, you know what I was thinking? No jealousy, because I'm glad that
No.
she realizing my idea, because I'm happy that it will happen. Can you imagine? That's it. This is all what I need. Second thing, I know that there is so many different chairs, and they're all
hmm
unique and comfortable for one person or
There's
other
enough room for
person.
everyone. Yeah.
So there is no competition. You can do the same and little bit different way, and I know in which way I'm different. That's it. So you can, I still can do it, but I'm glad that she did. That it's true too. So with this podcast, for example, there is a lot of people who can talk about the problems in the yachting industry, and they like speak about this very well and with very huge experiences, figures. But let's see, not who will do this better, but who is really going to show that problem in the right way and like waves moving make sure that after the problem going the potential, and after that potential going the answer, how we can make this better. That's it. So in the end, like, it's not like I'm starting with the bottom and saying, oh, it's all bad, yachting industry so bad. No. Believe me, if it was like this, I wasn't there, you know. Like, and did you see the numbers of even like we have right now some kind of numbers until 2028, how much will be growing the industry?
I can already see how many boats are launching every year. I
Both,
mean, now
and
there's like
charter
probably
market
20.
and
Yeah.
everything else. I'm telling this to everyone who I love, and I love everyone. Guys, there is so much opportunity right now in the yachting industry. Thanks to the social media, thanks to all this organization, thanks to all these inspired people, there is so many good opportunities to make this market more visible and more successful. And the most important, be part of this industry. You don't have to be like an experienced broker or a captain or anything else. You can join in many different positions. You know, there is so many opportunities, and just to make this happen in the right way, we just need to solve couple problems for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good idea. I like the idea of looking at two problems and bringing, leaders in their field to help you think of a solution for it. That
I
sounds like a
actually
complete, you know, full circle.
And I actually very happy that you asked me about this interview, because I saw what you're doing, like what your agency do. That's so smart. That's so unique as well. That's so good idea, and oh my god, um, I forget that word. Sorry, but that what you bringing on the
Yeah.
table, it's great. Like seriously, I was thinking, my God, he's so smart.
I don't know. I mean, look, Nadia, at the end, it's what I've done for many years. For
Mm-hmm.
18 years, I worked on yachts and I was a chef before in restaurants. For me, it was a way to step ashore, be at home with my daughter, and still be connected to the industry, which I've spent almost 20 years. I have a lot of people that I know, a lot of captains, a lot of owners, a lot of chefs, like all of this. I still want to be connected to it. But just the biggest pain for me was to be away from home. And this is something, I can't work on a boat if I'm here. Yeah, and I can't be here if I work on the boat. So I found a way to maybe link both of them,
I'm
both
glad that
worlds.
I'm really glad that you did that step, and that you helping to captains and owners to find the best chef for them, to and for the chef to find the best boat for him. Like, you're a huge connector. This is why you're doing this podcast, and
But it's not easy, Nadia. It's not easy because for every job that comes out there is many, many applicants. There is many chefs, and sometimes chefs are not maybe not realistic on what job they can do or what job they can apply to, and sometimes, often, there is too many chefs for only one job, and it's hard because obviously only the best, the most, the one that match the profile that is requested from the owners or from the captain. It's only this few that will be put forward. So it's tough, but it's a game. It's like everything else. You have to improve yourself. You have to be better. You have to have a better CV. You have to have better experience. You have to appear better on your portfolio. You have to be better online. You have to all of this. Everything
and
counts
what about personalities?
as well. But that's if you get a chance, because the thing is, people don't know your personality until they actually talk to you on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So everything else, everything I mentioned, is like, this is the many things you have to get right so you can show that you have a good personality. And if you
Agree.
don't do it well, a lot of people or many people don't know how to do it, or they don't take care of all the details or each one of the steps, and that unfortunately just takes you away from the top 10% of the candidates. So long story short, too
Mm-hmm.
many or not enough jobs for a lot of chefs that wish they could get it. But since the industry is growing, it's fine. We'll get more rotation. We'll get more chefs needed, more head chefs, more sous chef, more third chef.
Agreed. And also, I wanted to mention that by my experience, there should be at least 4 days of real practice, like on yacht with the chef and with that crew, that chef can really show his like personality completely, and it will fit or not. It's other part, and sometimes we don't have a time for it, and there is already charter like, and he just
That's
been
very
hired.
risky.
Yeah, he
That's
just
very
been
risky. If the
hired.
chef comes on board, a little bit in the style of below deck, you come on
Mhm.
board, and next day there is a charter. It's not ideal. It's not ideal because the chef doesn't even know how the galley is. Captain doesn't really know the chef. The team doesn't know the chef. It's you
Yeah,
need a bit more
actually,
than
if you want
four
to talk
days.
about problems, so what kind of problem I see, and I've been talking to many captains of it, like how to find the best solution, how to deal with it. For example, rotation. I, yeah, I don't have a key how to do it. I know that not everyone can work like 12 months per year, but the most
No,
important.
no, no, no. Scratch that, Nadia. Most people don't want to work 12 months because that means you're not home. Unless you're lucky enough to be, like maybe in Mallorca and the boat is only doing weekend trips and you can leave, you can go back home after, Sunday night
Yeah.
when the boat goes back into port. But the real question is why is there no full rotation in luxury yachting when everyone is spending a huge amount of money into maintaining the boat, a huge
Mm-hmm.
amount of money in the food, in the fuel, in the dockage fees, in everything, and there's still no full rotation. But then you look into the cruise ship industry, which okay, it's a business, and they're generating money and there is cost, but still, this is like the super yacht industry is really above that, so we should be able to afford it. We should be able to have two teams, and it's just better overall because if someone is hurt, someone needs to go home, you can just fly in the second chef or the second crew member.
Oh, don't take me wrong. I was not trying to say that there not should be rotation. No, no,
Yeah, no,
was
no, no.
not.
I understood that we on the same
Mhm.
we're on the same level on this one.
The main thing is that there is instead 8 people, like 16 people. Yeah, and for
So be
example,
it. Service will be better.
yeah, the service will be better. But what about personalities? Like this chef can do a be very good with this like crew, but not good with this particular guy. And it's already
100%.
create whole atmosphere,
Yeah.
like whole different experience.
You
Not
could
for
also
even for charter, for the
you
owner as
could
well.
also have that chef or that person that doesn't fit with the crew that is on the boat that has no rotation. It's the same
Mm-hmm.
problem. It's the same problem. At the end of the day, it's down to, do you find the right person, the right personality to fit within your team, or you don't? And it's just that I feel like it's easier to get the most out of people if they know there's a expiry or a deadline on how long they're going to be on the boat. They can
Uh-huh.
just put their head down and just deliver 100% instead of just looking at 6, 7 months, 8 months before the holidays. If
Yeah.
you do like 2 months, 10 weeks.
God, this is one like big other conversation, because
No, it is. It is.
I want to talk about this kind of stuff with people, because it's about mental health as well.
It's everything. And
Mm-hmm.
also, Nadia, how do you keep people that are now on top of their game? They spend 15 years on yachts and they start having a family. The only way to keep them on board for another 10 years is give them rotation. Then you have like key players that are really good at what they're doing. They're like experts. And you keep them on because they know they're going to do 60 days and then go home. And then they can spend time with the family.
Yeah, so what I tried to say that, okay, this is one big deal, rotation, yeah. But to make this work in the best way, there should be kind of instruments and solutions how to make that environment much healthier and much better works for each person on the boat, like through the crew to the owner, to make sure that everything works well. And
Yeah.
that kind of problem with rotation brings a lot of different problems. And it's just like whole world. Like, for example, I've been talking to one of captain. He had depression because he been doing like this is other topic. Yeah, he had depression because he been doing this like work around like 10 years, and after he came home and his wife, he doesn't know her already very
Yeah.
well. His kids has their own right now like life, their
Yeah.
own schedule, and he need, usually when he, everyone like on the boat, all crew try to fit the like environment of captain and what he think and what he want to do. Right now he need to fit his own family, and
Yeah.
even rotation wasn't, even while he was on rotation, it was not helping to him make this smooth transition back home.
No, because look, I've done it, Nadia. I've done it, and the thing is,
Uh-huh.
when you're in a relationship with someone and you go away on a boat, you live a different life, and that person, your partner, lives a different life, and you come back home, and it takes a good, 3, 5, 7 days before you accommodate again, and you get used to live with someone else because, you go back from being single or living like a single person. Doesn't matter if you have kids or not. To like, oh yeah, you're back. Okay, let's just switch back to a different mode.
Yeah, I believe me, I know that my ex-husband, he's a captain, so I was like, give me 3 days. I don't know who you are. Like,
Yeah.
why are you coming so close?
No, but it's true. It's not easy. But look, it's a great industry. Like
It's
every
great.
great place, there's positive and negative about it.
Yeah,
But
like everywhere. But there is a
yeah,
lot of things what we can improve, and just let's do it.
let's do it. I was just gonna say that. Let's do it, Nadia. Let's improve it.
Uh-huh.
Nadia, any other project you have in the back of your head, or anything you wish you can launch in the next few years? Any ideas? Nothing confidential, or I don't want to steal your secrets or your projects, but any goals?
I have a lot of things, and I think I cannot talk about it right now. But yeah, something good coming, like always.
You're gonna take over the world.
If you will help me, I can.
Let's try.
Let's do it.
Nadia, thank you so much. That was an awesome conversation.
Yeah, I'm enjoyed too. Thank you, Chris. That's really good. And thank you for inviting to your podcast. Lots of people who am around, especially chefs, Michelin chefs. When I said, "Oh, I'm going to this podcast with Chris," and they're like, "Oh, this is so good agency. He helping to, he giving jobs for many people." I'm like, I'm excited. I'm very
Yeah,
proud
tell
and
them.
very honored for this invitation. Thank you so much. And thank
No,
you
you're
for
welcome,
all
Nadia.
what you do for all other people in the world.
Thank you, Nadia.
Okay, bye.